Nolan Gould is starring in the upcoming movie Camp about young adults navigating the highs and lows of sleepover camp. Gould and Rico Rodriguez's dynamic as Luke Dunphy and Manny Delgado on Modern Family also allowed the characters to deal with all of the emotions, changes, and tough moments of growing up. While Manny and Luke behave like siblings who love each other but can't help but compete, Manny is Luke's step-uncle, which creates some hilarious scenes considering that they're the same age. Whether hiking, on vacation in a sunny place, or talking about high school graduation, Manny and Luke have many Modern Family quotes that show how charming their close relationship is. "I was trying to relax you." Luke teases Manny about sweating. Luke and Manny have a playful relationship, and that is evident with this quote. They often tease each other as they know each other so well from so many years of family gatherings and chaotic moments. While Manny doesn't love Luke pointing out how sweaty he can get, Luke can't help but be honest. Luke is his own quirky person and doesn't always realize that some of his bold comments can upset someone. Manny might prefer a kinder, more compassionate delivery, but Luke tells it like it is. Luke thinks that he's helping Manny by finding a way for him to not sweat as much. "You're sneakier than I am. You have no moral compass." Manny wants to go to a party. The best Modern Family quotes are emotional but funny, and when Manny wants to go to a party with Luke, he explains their different personalities. While someone might be offended by these words, Luke has a tough, thick skin and shrugs it off. Manny and Luke can say anything to each other, brush it off, and have fun moments later, which is part of why watching them is so much fun. Manny knows that Luke will actually find his words to be complimentary because Luke likes being his own person. "We'll be eating the mood." Manny and Luke go on a hike in season 2. During a hike, Luke says we eat what we kill, and Manny is so upset that everyone is in a bad mood that he makes this joke. This is a perfect Manny quote as it's somewhat sophisticated, yet it doesn't make that much sense. Luke and Manny get along because they're both positive people who look on the bright side, and they're both sensitive people who are in touch with their emotions. Some of their funniest quotes are when they make random observations about the world around them. "You realize we're not twins, right?" Manny is confused that Luke wants them to swap places in season 5 under pressure when Luke is going on a date with twins. He wants he and Manny to pretend to be each other, and Manny makes this logical statement. There are many great Modern Family couples, but neither Luke nor Manny have a steady partner throughout the sitcom as they are both young, and Manny is famous for having bad dating luck. This quote proves that Manny is the practical one and Luke is the dreamer. While this makes perfect sense to Manny, Luke doesn't see things from his perspective and really believes that this idea could work. "Don't you get it? They were all for you." Manny tells Luke he wrote him poems in the series finale, and a series finale full of heartfelt scenes. Luke asks Manny why he never wrote any poems about their bond, and Manny sweetly says that he wrote every single poem for Luke. While this is a corny moment, it works and solidifies how much Luke and Manny have meant to each other. Luke and Manny have grown up together and had a huge impact on each other. Manny has encouraged Luke to be bolder and more confident, especially when it comes to feeling insecure about dating, and Luke has pushed Manny to be silly, goofy, and not so serious all the time. They both realize their influence on each other in this last episode. Well, he'll be graduating. Manny jokes about Luke not finishing high school from the start of Modern Family. Luke is seen as the ditzy younger child who doesn't always understand what people say to him. Claire isn't sure that he or Haley will go to college, but Phil appreciates Luke's quirks and strengths. Luke loves Manny because Manny cares about him and sees something special in him, too. While Manny cares about Luke, he can't help but tease him as much as the rest of the family, although Manny jokes with love and affection. When Luke makes a silly remark, Manny jokes that he might be walking across that high school graduation stage alone. There are times when the relatives feel more like siblings, and this is one of them. I was brushing my teeth at the same time. You try to do that. Manny and Luke fight in Hawaii in season 1 when the family travels to Hawaii in season 1. It's one of the best modern family vacations and also includes a hilarious argument between Luke and Manny. As fans might have predicted, the characters hate sharing a room, and Manny has a unique reason for wanting to sleep somewhere else. When Manny shares that Luke peed on the bathroom floor, Luke, with all seriousness, says that he had trouble brushing his teeth. Manny is exasperated with Luke here, but he actually appreciates Luke's weirdness because it keeps life interesting. You have been so unpleasant lately. Luke is upset with Manny in season 11, The Prescott. The season 11 episode The Prescott is a fun one, as Alex's fancy company allows her to stay in a beautiful and elegant apartment building. When her family visits her, it's as chaotic as viewers would think it would be. In a smaller scene, Luke tells Manny that he doesn't like how Manny has been behaving. This quote shows how close Luke and Manny are, as Luke has no problem telling Manny that he's disappointed in him. Luke is used to being the immature one and having Manny as a voice of reason in his life, and Luke just wants Manny to be his usual optimistic self. They hated the both of us. But you more. Manny and Luke lose the school election in the season 8 episode Blindsided. There are some modern family storylines that fans dislike, but in season 8, Manny and Luke compete to be senior class president, which is hilarious but also nerve-wracking considering the many emotions involved. When neither wins, they admit that they were unpopular during their campaigns. This exchange is funny and sweet as Luke tells Manny that Manny did a worse job. Even when consoling a loss and feeling terrible, Luke can't help but feel competitive with Manny. Luke's words might sound harsh, but he genuinely doesn't mean to offend, he just has to express himself no matter what. Nice going. Now my mom and my sister are fighting. Manny is upset about Claire and Gloria in season 1. There are many moments when Manny and Luke can't pretend to be brothers who are having fun together or joking around at the other's expense. But at the end of the day, Manny and Claire are step-siblings, which Manny brings up during a chaotic season 1 storyline. Luke doesn't like being reminded of the fact that his mom is Manny's sibling, and yet Manny can't help but be honest about how annoyed he is. This quote shows how Manny and Luke fight all the time, but underneath, they care about each other and want to have fun.